Hey everybody, it's Mr. Awesome, and welcome back to another video. It's been a long time, but finally I had the courage and the stuff to make this video. Now, obviously, both sides have their bad apples, but it seems that one side has more rotten apples than the other. And that side is the progressive left, or leftists, liberals, which I wouldn't use that word because liberals, classic liberals, were known to fight against the machine, not for it. Now all of a sudden liberals seem to be trying to suck up to Big Daddy government and Big Pharma. Goes to show the more left you go, the more authoritarian you can be. And if you guys are one of those people who are like, I hate politics, oh my god, I can't stand it. It's like, okay, well, click off of this, and, well, without politics, we wouldn't have society. I'm not attacking that political party, I'm attacking the people that use the label of liberal or leftist. I'm talking about the people who tried to force you to get a vaccine in quotations, but they still spout on about my body, my choice. It's just hypocritical, which is how I could describe the politically correct. To not get stuff mixed up, I'm going to call the people who I'm talking about, I'm going to call them leftists, not liberals. This is because the word liberal means it has a completely different meaning to what leftists are. For an example, if you want to know what the average leftist acts like, here's a video right here.
Purchase something. Off, dude! Off! Get the off in here! Man! Stand your racist.
Racist?
Yeah!
Sir, I'm not a racist.
I got a in my store. He won't leave. He's wearing some Trump shit. Got some racist bullshit up in his head and shit. I'm not serving anyone that has to do with that. He's a treason.
I don't have a problem with you, sir. Whatsoever. I just want good health care for my kids. I don't have a problem with the color of your skin or yours. I'd like to purchase some of this naked vape juice, though, if that would be all right. All right, see, because... Okay, here's where we're at.
Leave the store.
Here's where you're at.
Leave the store.
Leave
the store.
Here's where we're at.
Leave the store. I don't give a get out. Dude,
go ahead, take another swing at it. Make contact with me one more time. I'm going to make a deal with you. I want to purchase that vape juice.
No.
If you sell it to me, I won't. If you sell it to me... Look, if you sell it to me, I won't call the police. What you did was assaulted me. What I need is that for my wife. If you sell it to me, I won't call the cops and press charges on you for assault. I won't call corporate and get you fired. Just sell me the product so I can leave.
What do you want?
Naked in the strawberry in a 6 milligram.
Where do you see naked?
Right here. This where is it?
Where
this
do you see
right there. Here. Right next to that. In a 6 milligram. Make sure it's a 6 milligram so I don't have to come back.
No, you're not going back to my store, homie. I'm making sure of that.
We don't serve your kind here. You best be getting out of here. Oh my god, I'm super tolerant and accepting. Love Trumps, hate you guys. Oh my god, sis.
Get the out of here, dude. Oh my.
God bless America. Capitalism wins again.
Capitalism.
Keep in mind the fact that this person most likely is an upper middle class person who, never had to work a day in their life. It's up until now, apparently. Their father most likely was a billionaire, and obviously they say that capitalism is, fuck capitalism, even though the fact that without capitalism, they wouldn't be in the entitled state that they are at the moment. Well, the irony is the fact that, well, this person is obviously a hypocrite, thinking that the world revolves around them.
President, he's a racist, stupid piece of shit. You're a racist,
just ring the
stupid piece of
Bring this
off.
Do my bidding.
Man, get out.
Sell
Call
it to me.
cops.
No.
No.
Sell it
Call
to me.
cops.
Sell it to me, punk.
Call the cops.
It's your job, your freedom. Sell me the shit. I have. Sell it to me. Sell it to me. Come on, ring it up. Ring it up and you don't ruin your life. That's where you're at right now, because you done upset me. And you should have helped him first in the first place before you threw a temper tantrum, dead. He's standing here waiting for you to ring him up. How
Get
is
out!
that possible? Help your customer.
You still not convinced these people are mentally unstable and should be put in a padded cell? Here's another.
Terrified! Listen to me, Republicans, listen! You are the people in history they warned us about! They warned us about people like you! Pay attention! We're losing our democracy! Wake up! Wake up!
Again, still not convinced? Here's one more.
Why'd you do that?
Because I can hear you from where I live, and I'm fucking tired of it.
Why? Why are you tired of it? Isn't it a good thing to do to preach the truth of God's word? It should be loud.
You're fucking loud.
Gotta reach
and
a lot
you're
of people.
fucking too loud.
Gotta reach a lot of people. This is
No.
good news.
No, you don't.
Yeah, I do. People
No,
are
you don't.
they're in danger of hell. Babies
No,
are
you don't.
babies are being murdered. Why do you think that's a good thing to do,
Does
ma'am?
that feel good? Because that's what I hear every time I hear you talking.
No, that's not what you hear. That's not what I'm
Yeah,
doing.
I do.
I'm preaching
Yeah,
out
I
here.
do.
I'm preaching truth.
No.
And I'm speaking
I
up for
hear something
babies.
that I don't want to hear.
Why do you have a problem with
Go
what I'm
home.
saying?
Go home. There's a stay-at-home order that you are literally not following.
Hey Oompa Loompa, why aren't you following the stay-at-home order?
Go home.
I need to
Go
reach
the
people out here.
fuck home, you asshole.
He's the asshole, really.
I will continue screaming.
Please don't.
I'm actually finding it really, really. Go the fuck home.
Why?
After
like
you,
what I'm doing?
sweetheart.
Fuck home. Go the fuck home.
Nope. I'm gonna stay here.
Yeah.
Holy shit, Count Dankle, you really let yourself go.
Yeah. Or I could also scream somewhere.
I'm gonna continue to preach.
At home.
Go the fuck
Just like
home.
I'm supposed to be.
Go the
No,
fuck
I'm
home.
gonna preach.
No, you're not.
Yeah, I am.
No, you're not.
The tolerant left, everybody.
I need
Then
to.
get a fucking church, pay property taxes.
I'm not the most religious person out here, but I don't think churches pay taxes, sweetheart.
No, I need to go out to where the lost
and
people are,
preach
right?
From your fucking
I need to
pulpit
go out to where the
there.
lost people are, to where the people
Everybody
are.
else doesn't have to leave you.
Well, people can
Go
hear
home.
my words.
Go
They can be
home.
convicted
Nobody
by the Holy
wants your
Spirit.
fucking words. This is the neighborhood, and you are not welcome.
You serious?
Funny to be here.
Yeah, so, as you can see, these people are mentally just not there. They're unhinged, and they need to be institutionalized. But it doesn't stop the mainstream media from, essentially saying that these are the good guys. The people who screech over you to, they don't like what you're saying, so they're just gonna act like a child, and it's the equivalent of putting two fingers in your ears and going, na 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 na. So, as you can see, these people, they act like children, which is ironic because a lot of them are probably into children.
Allegedly! That was a civil suit and there was no evidence!
Now, onto my next topic. Seems that progressives really seem to like fans of the playground, such as teachers grooming children by teaching kindergartners sex whenever they're like kindergartners, essentially saying that Joseph Rosenbaum was a hero whenever he diddled 5 kids. Hilariously enough, they called Kyle a domestic terrorist. Even if he is, he got rid of somebody who, was better off gone. Kyle also got rid of a wife beater, so, again, what a based mad lad. And the thing is, the media makes it seem like LGBT people are under attack. Governor Ron DeSantis passed the Parental Rights and Education bill, and the media called it the Don't Say Gay bill. Where in that bill, the entire bill, did it even mention the word gay? It did not mention any sexuality, just sexuality in general. Don't teach small children about stuff like that until they're of age, you pedophiles. People are giving the libs of TikTok a bunch of flack because apparently she's a homophobe. It has nothing to do with being gay or anything. It's just that these people are trying to groom children. Yes, they are trying to groom children. Yes, Susan, they're trying to groom children. Demonetize me. It's not going to do anything. Strike me down, I'll just get stronger. Disney got destroyed when they tried to stand up to Ron DeSantis. Which, I mean, I'm not surprised. Disney does love taking advantage of children more ways than one. Yeah, look into that, by the way. You know, I give the LGBTQ alphabet soup community a lot of credit because the minor attracted person people tried to get into the LGBT community and they put a stop to that right there, which is based. Another thing I want to talk about is the militant arm of the Democratic Party, Antifa. They claim that all cops are bastards, but they go around LARPing as cops and are a lot more violent than cops ever are. Cops have to say the word sir 50 times and drop the weapon 30 times. And even then, apparently, even if the person's shooting at the cops, you're not allowed to shoot them because that's racist or something. I don't know if you guys ever heard of Chaz, but they had their own police force made up of a bunch of Antifa-tards. Yeah, they, almost all the time, they were just super aggressive to people for no reason. It seems that the power got to their head or something. You know, they claim that it's like one of the most safest places you can be. I don't know, man. That doesn't sound quite right.
This video captured by somebody in the chop zone shows the chaotic scene. It was around 2:30 in the morning when shots were fired. Police tried to respond to 911 calls, but were met with a crowd that pushed back, demanding that officers stay out. Alex Bennett was just walking her dog when she came across one of the victims.
I saw one gunshot wound on his arm, so I took off my sweatshirt and tied it around his arm above where the gunshot wound was so I could make a tourniquet to try to keep the bleeding down.
Bennett used to be a nurse and said she and CHOP medical crews tried to help. She said somebody called 911, but they were told paramedics couldn't come because police were being blocked from entering. CHOP medics brought a van to take him to the hospital, and then they spent several minutes looking for a backboard.
I finally was just like, he is really going into shock. Like, I just need like a few guys to help me. We're just going to lift him up. And so we just picked him up and got him into the back of the van.
Bennett said she and others rode to Harborview with the back of the van open. At times, she had to grip another woman to make sure that she didn't fall out. She supports the protests, but believes precious time was lost.
If an ambulance could have come, he would have been there a lot sooner, and he, I think, would probably have been in a lot better shape.
And I heard some arguments about, well, people are hurt, we need to let the paramedics transport them. And I heard, again, loud calls and chants to stand ground, to not let anybody in the chop.
Mary Ellen Donnelly lives across the street and heard the gunshots and watched the scene evolve. She has begged lawmakers to intervene for everyone's safety.
We need help. I mean, we live here. We need to not be ignored. There needs to be a dialogue. And I think the initial protest has gotten lost.
Seattle police confirmed that there was an early morning shooting at Seattle's Chaz, Capitol Hill Autonomous Zone. Police don't have any suspects yet, but reported that protesters had blocked them from aiding the victims, and that CHOP medics, whatever the fuck those are, transported the victims to the hospital. And here's a video of another shootout in Chaz.
So they just started shooting at people.
And here's a picture of the third Chaz shooting. The first two were on the 19th and 20th, this was on the 23rd, where the victim had to be carried outside of the Chaz and then wheeled into an ambulance. Here's a video of the fight that led to that shooting. Here's a video of a Japanese reporter going to Chaz with the intention to prove that it's peaceful. He left within 15 minutes after getting hit in the eye. Here's a video of a white guy being kicked out of Chaz. I mean, I don't know if it's just because he's white. I've seen a lot of other white protesters. Maybe it's because he doesn't believe with what they're doing down there, but they're throwing him out.
Who don't matter? This motherfucker.
Check your blood pressure, lord ass.
Don't matter. This motherfucker.
No lives matter, all brains splatter.
This motherfucker. Who don't matter.
Yeah, this guy just does not care. He's just completely just not giving into the mob. This guy is based. Tolerant, accepting, compassionate. All of these things apparently describe these people. They're the good guys. Escorting a person, kicking them out because they don't agree with them politically. Just so much acceptance. BLM is a scam and should be taken down immediately because it is preying on what would be a good word? The intellectual deficient people in this society.
They've set the barrier in order for us to be here and exist freely and be okay, including protesting, including marching. You saw white people out in the streets marching just a few weeks ago for a pandemic to end, as if that's how that works.
You know, marching ends?
There was no tear gas deployed. There was no flash grenades. There were no rubber bullets. And they were able to disrupt at point blank range with the Seattle Police Department and in other countries.
Okay, first off, unlike BLM and all you guys, the trucker protest was actually peaceful, okay? Second off, a woman in a mobility scooter was trampled by the RCMP.
In other states. Because they were white. Absolutely because of their whiteness. Because they're...
Anti-racists are some of the most racist people in existence. They make Klansmen blush.
Privilege supersedes my entirety of my being.
Hey, white privilege! Oh my god, yes!
Every single day that I show up here, I'm not here to peacefully protest. I'm here to disrupt until my demands are met.
Translation: I'm going to burn down a bunch of businesses. I'm going to assault a bunch of people until I am given what I want. And if I don't get that, more property will be damaged, more people will be injured or killed, and more racial division will be inevitable.
Why is it that white people feel the need, this urgency, to murder?
Honey, I'm not gonna pull out the statistics to prove it's the other way around. I'm not. That's gonna open a whole can of worms. Sweetie, just give up on that part right now.
I don't understand why more journalists are not asking those questions. We run to black people the minute that they're killed, and we have been seeing them be killed for so long that the PTSD from that is unbelievable.
White people are killed more by the cops than anything else. Nobody ever runs to the defense of unarmed white people being shot by the cops.
You have people still bitching about 9/11. Unbelievable. One act of terror.
And with BLM and Antifa, it's dozens of acts of terror. Mostly peaceful acts of terror. Mostly peaceful murder. Walking around the Capitol building is apparently terrorism.
This is 462 years of terror. You know that when you scream at a plant for a long time, it will wither and die.
Yeah, I'm sure you have a lot of experience from that, because it seems that those plants wanted to die a lot sooner because of you just screaming at them. They can't stand you, okay? It literally, if I was screamed at you by 24/7, I'd probably wither up and die too.
When you feed it, nourish it, and water it, it will grow. These concepts are only foreign because you're not considering me as a human.
So yeah, whenever I was saying they're intellectually deficient, I was calling them morons. I don't know if you guys picked up on that. You know, there is so much I could go over, but this thing would be an hour at the least. The amount of stuff that I have to say and the amount of stuff I have to fully explain. But I don't want this to be longer than 40 minutes. It's already past, like, the 33-minute mark. So, the thing is that the progressive left will be the thing that destroys this country. Seeing as they're the ones in power and constantly stoking stuff on the other side of the world, it may or may not end in nuclear hellfire. We'll go out with a bang rather than a whimper. I guess you know what? I'd rather that. I mean, I don't really care about living anyways. So, if it happens, it happens at this point. I don't care. But, you know, I just wanted to, I don't know, just something, a small request is that I wanted to raise a family, but probably not going to be able to do that. I especially don't want them getting groomed in school by Mr. Herbert. I just wish that everybody could come together for a common goal to get rid of authoritarians. Left, right, and center. I believe in equality. I believe in equal opportunity, not equal outcome. Okay? No for equity. Yes for equality. But according to a bunch of dipshits on Twitter, equality is racist. Being anti-racist is racist. Believing that everybody is equal is racist. Wanting everybody to be treated equally is racist. So, according to progressives, I am a Klansman at this point. Okay? There's just no point trying to please these people. Nothing will ever be enough. Especially if you're a straight white male. Yeah, you can be as racist as you want to white people. You know. But if you make an edgy joke against anybody other than straight white males, you're a horrible person, apparently, who needs to go into the gulags. But just keep it in mind that the people who will ruin your life over a joke are the good guys. They're all for freedom of speech. They are all for equality. Except for straight white males, obviously. Oh yeah, speaking of Twitter and how they love censoring, I mean, I think I brought this up, in the one thing about big tech, the one video. Yeah.
My source of power! No, come back! No!
We're slowly taking back power from the authoritarians. Just gotta hang in there just a little bit longer. Vote the radicals out of office, both right and left. And we should be good. We need to get the people who despise this country, we need them out of power, because it's kind of weird that if you despise something, you want to be the leader of it. It's like those teachers who hate kids, but they became a teacher. The fact that you see these people online saying that they get triggered whenever they see the American flag because it reminds them of the evil Donald Trump. It's just, these people need to leave. Just leave. Go to Canada where the Prime Minister is a cuck. Funnily enough, illegal immigrants that break into this country, they say they love this country. I mean, it's the reason why they came here. If this country's so horrible and racist, why are millions of people trying to get into America? Can you riddle me that, Batman? The fact that people from another country love this country more than actual American citizens it just blows my mind. So if you don't like this country, don't live here. Go somewhere else where there's a bunch of laws that can be so easily broken just by talking. If the rules were enforced evenly, the majority of people being arrested for hate speech would be people on the left. It's kind of like how on Twitter now a bunch of leftist accounts are being suspended. They're saying that it's censorship coming from the right, but no, it's just everything's being enforced fairly. It goes to show who's more hateful. Now, the thing is, I'm not trying to be biased, okay? I agree with things on both sides, okay? It's just, I'm center right. I guess a libertarian kind of whatever. I agree with things on both sides. I am pro-life, but I am also pro-gay marriage. As long as it doesn't affect me or affect anyone else, I don't care. You can disagree, okay? I'm sure you have your reasons for disagreeing. That there is a reason why people disagree with things. They have different experiences. People who are pro-choice, they have their experiences. They have reasons to believe that. Okay, that is completely 100% fine. But the thing is, people who are more likely to believe in that, they are more likely to despise me for me being obviously pro-life and being pro-Second Amendment because these people love grabbing guns. And another thing, can we stop attacking Christians? Okay, atheists, I have no problem with you being atheist, okay? Again, you probably have your reasons for it. But the old Christianity, where apparently if you're gay, that's bad for some reason. It's the people who use the Bible to just hate on people. Yeah, that type of Christianity is dying out. The New Age Christianity that's actually very accepting is growing. Give it time, okay? Just give it time. Say what you want about Christianity, but I don't want to hear everybody complaining if I were to go off on the reasons why I disagree with Islam. Okay, the fact that they're the only religion that is more violent than Christianity. I mean, Christianity is pretty violent, but they're only beat by Islam. I'm not saying that people who are Muslim, I'm not saying they're bad. I did not say that. Don't put that in my mouth. I have no problem with people as long as they don't hurt anybody, as long as they don't hurt me, as long as they follow the laws. That's all I care. But the thing is, the left, if they didn't have double standards, they wouldn't have no standards at all. Is what I want everybody to take from this is that we need to be more accepting, okay? There's obviously a lot of stuff going on. The government just acts, they just love printing out billions of dollars and giving it to some country in Eastern Europe, while everybody here can barely afford rent and, just let alone gas. I mean, I'm pretty lucky where I am. Pennsylvania isn't as bad as California. California, oh god. yeah, California isn't doing too great. Well, I mean, it is a Democrat stronghold, so that's why. Now, I just thought of this, I might make another video kind of like an attachment to this, specifically about Kyle Rittenhouse, because people still think he's a mass murdering, racist, white supremacist, insurrectionist, Trump-supporting bigot. I'm going to debunk that. Yeah, so I might make it. I'd like people to really share this video and get it out there. I'm sure a lot of people who are, more centrist or right-leaning would love this video. I just want people to like, share, subscribe, whatever that, especially share, so that I could get more reach and to interact with people. Sure to comment, like, anything like that. And, the support that people have been giving me is amazing. Okay, I thank each and every one of you guys who give me positive feedback. I don't know what's going to happen to this video. I don't know if some screeching radical feminist or BLM activist is going to screech their head off at Susan to get me to get my account deleted or something, but I don't know. We'll just see what happens. But, that's about it. But just a reminder about my Gorebox videos. I won't be able to make any more content unless there are updates. Because, again, I don't want it to get stale using the same assets. I'm working, I have two videos being, I have two plans for two videos. One is a part 2 to the Backrooms video, and another one is going to be centered around the Nine-Tailed Fox Mobile Task Force handling a containment breach due to a Chaos Insurgency raid. That is, those are the two things I'm working on. I have some assets for the second one, but I don't know when I'm going to use them. If I'm going to use them, I might have to scrap them. Who knows? I'm just waiting for the workshop to come out so that I can, use it for more content. Or at least get another update that adds a decent portion of stuff to actually, just actually create more content. Because, again, I don't want you guys to get bored. I try to cut down my videos. Like, with some videos, I cut giant parts out of it so that it doesn't get boring. The Snapchat one that I don't know, I try cutting as much as I can while actually for you guys, keeping enough content in there for you guys to actually understand what's going on. I had to get rid of a bunch of stuff. Surprisingly, none of it was necessarily from against YouTube's terms of service, which is surprising. But I did get rid of a bunch of it because it was just me just sitting there and just waiting for a response, especially whenever it comes to, obviously these are most likely bots that are trying to scam because they say the exact same thing. But, it's just, I don't want you guys just sitting there with me, it's just completely silent, just waiting for something to happen. I want it to be as engaging as possible. I want you guys to be entertained. I want you guys to be informed. I want you guys to laugh and stuff, which is difficult because my humor is, I wouldn't say it's not rare, but sometimes it can be crude, offensive, just dark. There's people who enjoy it, and I mean, there are some jokes that just goes over people's heads, but that's not their fault. They just don't they just don't get the joke. But, I just try to make people entertained. That's what I want, But some of the time, it's difficult for me to make videos because of some limitations and the fact that, I'm busy, and then sometimes I get a little bit of burnout and lose, not really having any ideas on what to do. Again, I have the ability to put Xbox videos on my in my videos so that it's not mobile games. So there's that. That's a plus. But it just gets difficult sometimes. Well, with that being said, I hope you enjoyed the video. If you like it, punch the like button, and I'll be signing out.